What was the Industrial Revolution's effect on social and political identities?
I just came to school like I didn't really have a good reason to come.
You just had to.
Yeah, and it didn't bother me, but I was just like, school. Freshman year, it was like I don't know, I guess I have to come to school. And for people who don't have AVID, that just continues and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And eventually they just say, oh, I'm done. I don't want to go to school anymore.
One important truth still usually valid. You can't fight City Hall. The government...
What did you have to do to get into it?
You had to have like a certain GPA, or it was like the people that were in the middle.
These kids have just been kind of going through the groove, C's and B's, occasional D here and there.
Didn't he write a book? What was it called? You should know this book.
I like the tutorials. I like how we all get in a group and it's not just an adult, it's also our peers who are also in other classes. We started out with, we have 2 questions that we should ask.
One person goes up at a time, asks their question, everyone contributes.
What was your question?
What was Hitler's final plan? Like, I just needed that extra motivation and push and help, and that's what AVID brought. And it also got me into new stuff for college, like what I need to focus on, such as like SAT scores and stuff like that. So,
what does that mean to you guys?
That's one thing that Mr. Bortat emphasizes on is advocate for yourself.
I'm flunking anyway. I'm so far behind, I'm lost in this class, so I'm not going to do it. But had they had those advocating skills that an AVID kid had to say, hey, I'm kind of lost here, is there any way I can meet with you before or after school? They don't do that.
I'm looking up at like a flagpole, and that's the angle of elevation.
Take charge of what you're doing.
So now the teacher knows that this kid actually cares and is paying attention in this classroom.
Here, and I'm looking down a mountain, something. That's the angle of depression, going down. So it has to be...
So now that teacher's going to pay extra attention to them. They understand that.
I'm sure it sounds more simple than it
Oh
is.
gosh, yes, it is. It really is, especially with some teachers, because most teachers, or not most, but some teachers don't stay after school at all, and they don't go in at lunch. You blame it on the teacher for not being there, but it's your fault for not going that extra mile to get help.
What's it like to have other students come to you and say, hey, can you help me with this math problem?
I like it. I like being almost important to another kid, like being vital.
It's great, because I'm also in AP Calculus, but I do not understand it as well as he does.
Even if you're not getting anything back, you're still helping, and that's a good thing.
And he sends it down to Congress.
It's just like a family, like you enjoy coming in and being real comfortable with all these other people.
We've known each other for 3 years, and you know, it was like coming to class and seeing the people that we know and that help each other, and we get along really well.
That's kind of what keeps me coming back to school. With AVID, like, it helped me realize how to achieve my goals. And to do that, I need to go to school. So now it's like, I have to come, and I will come. So dropping out was never a concern of mine.
Just knowing all this stuff and learning about it really like engages me to stay in school and be here.
AVID has just pushed you to do more than you thought you could. Like right now, I'm in a play that requires after-school rehearsals. I have a dual credit class Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I have work as well. So that's just a bunch of stuff. Oh, and regular school with 2 AP classes.
A lot of teachers, they didn't think I was gonna make it through high school, actually. Yeah, I saw these, one of my 8th grade teachers the other day, and she was like, oh, so you're, and I told her that I was gonna graduate, and she was like, oh, really, so you made it.
Now I know what I need to do, and I'm doing it.
This program is part of American Graduate. Let's make it happen. A public media initiative made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.